how do we know when a relationship should end? What are the thoughts on that? Now, from a Catholic perspective, the answer is, Ben and I were actually just talking about this off air. When you realize that this is not a person that I can spend the rest of my life with, right? After that, you're just wasting each other's time. But what are some indicators? I'd love to hear your thoughts on when a relationship should end.
When there's a lot of fighting.
There's a lot of fighting?
A lot of
Define
fighting.
a lot. What's that mean?
Like you fight like probably once every other week.
Okay.
For like 6 months.
Oh, okay. That sounds long. Yeah. It does. Okay. All right. What else? What are the sort of bridge too fars in relationships? What are thoughts on that?
I would say if you are at a point where you're not discussing anything that's involved with the future, if you're just going through motions, if you like, okay, hey, we're going to hang out this day, we're going to hang out this day, but there's no discussion of where, and I mean that when we're at 6, 8, 10, 12 months. If we're not talking about kids, marriage, even just flirting with the idea, that might be the time to do that. Well,
I was having a conversation with people not too long ago with a group of young people, and we were talking about how relationships rightly ordered, I think the discussion was about chastity, both physical and emotional chastity, right? There is a gradual increase until this crescendo of marriage that it's designed for, right? And that's when, obviously, from a physical intimacy standpoint, a lot of doors open up there, but also from an emotional chastity standpoint, you get to this point where it's now I can really reveal to my heart to this person because I'm sacramentally bound to them.
Yeah.
And if you find that it's stagnating and you're never getting up there, you're never getting closer to that point, then I do think that it makes sense for backing out of that. Interestingly enough, I think this is true of you. Both you and I broke up with our wives before we married our wives. Is that true? Didn't you guys break up?
No, that's not exactly true. I broke up with, my wife and I broke up after we got married.
Oh, that's right. We did that we discussed that in the conversion story episode, which might be out by the time this comes out.
It will be out by the time this guy is out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go back and check that out. And while you're doing that, make sure that you subscribe to Honest to God on AM 1160.
You got to go to the channel page either way.
Yeah.
So why not?
It's pretty fantastic. And so, yeah, my wife and I dated for about 2 weeks, and I always joke that she was the worst girlfriend I ever had. I was the worst boyfriend she ever had, and we broke up. And it was really that thing, this sort of stagnant, like I feel like we're just doing this because we think we're supposed to do this because we have the same friends and we run in the same circles. And then we broke up, and then me really like had a real dark, deep look at my prioritizations and my own brokenness and said, yeah, I need to fix this. And my wife told me that I wasn't like at a level where I needed to be dating her. And I said like, oh, okay, that makes sense. When I tried to get back together with her, that's what she told me. And it hurt. And I worked on some stuff. And yeah, I think it's going to work out. We'll be celebrating 13 years in April and 5 children.
Still pretty cool. Whoa, hey, you made it to the end of the video. Way to go. Congratulations. Good for you. That's hard to do nowadays. If you have a second, could you please drop us a like, subscribe, and if you really enjoyed this episode, go check out our full Honest to God. This is just a clip. There's so much more to this.